Are y'all ready for this?
This is episode 11, part 1. Welcome to Stay In Podcast, a podcast to stay from stay.
Thank you for watching Stay In Podcast. I believe it's episode 11. The Stay Shop, I posted the little things I bought from her. They're super cute. I was actually going to drink out of one of the glasses, but I can't find my straws. I don't know what I did with them.
Kenny astounds me with this flirt.
What?
Because somebody on a fan call said that they liked him, and he says, "Oh, you like me? Then you should just go out with me." And I'm just like, ugh.
Oh, they all
Let
do
me
that
be
stuff.
that. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, let me be that person on that fan call. If I just do it once, I would
one of
convince everyone to make it real.
One of the girls I place go orders with won a fan call with Hyunjin. It only cost her $4,000.
Is that the one that posted in like that really long list? She's like number 23 or something like that.
Yeah, number 30.
Yeah, number 30.
I'm sure that a lot of hers are go orders, like, because she said that it's really hard to get a fan call if you don't buy from Chinese stores, which that's utter shit. But
That's weird.
once again, iStays are cut out of the loop unless we have some kind of proxy that we can pay to go get all of these albums through Chinese people so that we can get. And yeah, she has a proxy in China. And that's how she's able to do it. This is her second one. I don't know if her first one was Hyunjin or just this one, but yeah.
So you only win a fan call with like one of the members? I thought you get like a minute with like each member.
Hers just said Hyunjin. I don't know if hers was a special, because she gets like 90 seconds. And I think when you have all the members, it seems like it's only 60. So I don't know. I don't understand any of it. It's never going to happen to me, so I don't worry about it.
90 seconds is.
I can just sit here and be green with jealousy all I want. It's not ever going to do me any good.
90 seconds is an awful long time to confess your love to somebody.
Yes, I know.
Well, you could just it didn't take that one person very long to get right into Felix.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
But even Sunmin on these fan calls, I saw him and like the person on the other end called him Oppa, and he's like, Oppa. He goes, I know how old you are. Really? So you know these people, and yet they're the ones getting the fan calls. Awesome.
I just want to hug.
It's the same people all the time.
Yeah.
Stop.
I'm sure they smell really good.
Yeah.
Well, they're Asian. I think all of them smell good, whether they sweat or not. Or at least they don't smell as bad as we do, I guess I should say.
Oh, Mexicans smell. Let me tell you. When I would go to the Mexican club lot.
Well, I ate what y'all ate. Now I'm like drinking a gallon of milk tonight. So yeah, that's me. Like even my shirt still smells like the Mexican food restaurant. Like I'm wanting to yak.
We can make street tacos.
Like I don't know what it is, but their sweat smells so gross. I don't know why. But being in there after like up until 2 a.m., you're just like, ugh. Actually, once you have one too many, then I guess you don't really smell it that much. But you don't.
I wouldn't know.
They have a lot of body hair.
Asians Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's probably one of it. The Asians like lack some kind of gland that causes the smell or something like. It's really strange, but
Yeah,
And they can't pass it along.
apparently not. But like Hyunjin has hyperhidrosis, and he still smells like Moonlight Breeze game. So every night,
hyperhidrosis.
yeah,
I
because
gotta go
he
look what this
sweats
is.
excessively. But like
Mm.
I wash all of my bedding in that, and it smells so good. So now when my sheets actually smell like that and not nasty dog, I have peaceful dreams.
So I was thinking that in January we can start the actual um song review stuff that we were
Oh,
planning to do.
okay.
Just because like I feel like it would be good to like this comeback's over with, and it would be good to start it at the beginning of the year type thing. Let this year end at least.
Let the boys go on vacation finally.
For 3 months,
Yeah.
preferably, so we're not spending money.
I know
See,
give their break is giving us a break.
I was just talking about this too in the kitchen, and like I saw like Han saying that he wants to have a vacation with the boys,
Mhm.
and I'm like, please, at least just like 2 months or so, just like let them
Yeah,
like.
just let my checking account rest. It hasn't been able to breathe for a year, so it's time to let it breathe. Just let it breathe.
I just hope they have really good vacation if they go on one.
Why
Yeah,
would they
I
not?
know.
As long as Mr. JYPP isn't there with them, I guarantee it will be. Y'all saw
Has he
his
even really
interview,
been?
right? Did y'all see his interview with who?
Yeah.
With Bam Bam?
No.
No, I did not.
This man is so freaking tone deaf.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. What came out of his mouth? Yeah, that boyfriend needs throat punch big time. Um, oh, and he's all hyping up his new album.
Ew.
Da, da. Anyway, they just had. Oh, good. I'm glad he's getting his backlash. They just had one of the girls from what ITZY have to drop out because of anxiety. Like she developed an anxiety disorder, and so he was on Bam Bam's show,
Bam Bam's house?
I guess, and he opened his mouth, and basically JYP said that whether they're depressed or whatever, they need to put a smile on their face and just deal with it instead of making other people uncomfortable. And I'm like, is
It
that
does
what you're
not
going
make
to tell
us
the
uncomfortable.
is that what you tell the families of all these idols that have suicided themselves? Is that how you go about this? Because I'm pretty sure it would be better for you just to get them help when they ask for it. Apparently, he is facing a lot of backlash for that remark.
Good.
Well deserved.
First of all,
Yeah.
he was already walking a tightrope here with how much people didn't like him, and this probably just sent everybody.
Oh
The ones
yeah,
that were on the fence about it, and they're just like second
people
thought.
are pissed. We understand it's a job. We get it. Okay. Sometimes you just have to go in, you have to bite the bullet, you have to do your thing just to get done whatever you got to do. But that kind of tone deaf behavior,
That gets
this
you
this
ostracized.
is this is 2023, about to be 2024. You think you might want to pull your head out of your own ass and actually pay attention to the shit going on around you? I mean, just a thought. Yeah, I hope he gets a lot of backlash for that shit.
I hope, and this is gonna sound really mean, but I hope his own music career tanks because of it. I
there
don't
we
like him, and I have not liked him since since I was a JYP fan.
He's
First of
always
all,
he always reminds me of a pedo creeper. Like,
yes.
Yep.
Like, how much of a fan base does this man really have?
I don't
Probably
know,
not a
but
whole lot.
apparently he's supposed to be on. What was I watching last night? Shit, I was watching one of those shows, those music shows last night, and they were like, next week, JYP. And I'm just like, nah,
Ew.
I'm good. If I want to go see Ugly, I'll go bend over. And my ass looks better than what's coming at me. I don't like the guy.
I don't either. I have not because everybody knows who Jay Park is. Like, I get like he's done bad things. He hasn't done bad things since, and I'm very proud of him from growing. But like JYP practically just like banned him from coming into Korea.
Yeah.
And
Not
he was
saying
part
it.
of 2PM. There's a
Yeah.
reason why there's only 4 members of 2PM left. Instead of like the 7 that we had. 7 or 6,
That's
7.
fine.
No. 7. I think there was 7.
I think there was
Didn't
7.
didn't they do the same thing with Jackson Wang? Like, he's really not allowed to perform in Korea either.
I would not doubt that.
That was not due to JYP. That was due to Jackson speaking out against the
Establishment.
it's not well, not just the establishment, but he gave a speech in London. I think it was over the summer or like earlier in the year.
About idols and stuff like that.
It was mainly about him saying, "Hey, I love my own country," you know. And he I guess over in China, if you speak bad about China, literally your parents suffer for it.
Yeah.
I don't even like short hair.
Moving on.
I've done research.
Short hair is too hard to keep up with.
I like short hair.
I do
I
not.
don't like short hair.
Because mine is not pretty. It looks like I stuck my finger in an electrical outlet.
When I was younger, I literally cried when my dad cut my hair.
I haven't had my hair cut in a while, and I miss it because I normally get it like cut right above my ears. So
Really?
Mhm.
So I plan to get my hair cut to like right here soon. But that's just because like I plan on doing something with it so that way it looks better when it's longer.
I
I just need to get mine trimmed.
need to find my scissors.
Let's go ahead and go into steak hair.
I actually don't have anything new added to steak hair.
Okay.
Yeah, there's really not that much more to add to it 'cause I think we covered a lot of stuff like that needs to be known.
There's still baby stays coming on every single day.
Yeah. At most, what I could do is just like rehash everything so that way if there's just a reminder or what.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. The lore.
But my amazing memory. We last week we
Yeah.
ended episode 4 part 5 where the first group went, which is Chinese team. And they had pretty like a good amount of compliments and they ended up going back in joining the group pretty happy with the way things ended for their evaluation this time. And the way now we're on episode 4 part 5 where they actually begin with the second group, which is Lino's team. JYP asks them what kind of song they plan on singing and what it means to them, and Changmin goes on to explain that the song that they will be singing is called Glow, and how it is about how hard they worked, how late they did it, and how like in the darkness they'll glow brighter the longer they keep at it. Leo did seem really nervous, and you could really see it, and he kept practicing up until the last moment to where he wasn't able to practice anymore. And he seemed like he was like fairly confident that he was gonna do it. And as soon as they began, it seemed like something switched in him because um they were doing good, but then Lino made like a lyrical mistake, which seemed to put not only like make everybody nervous because everybody was like, but I think it amplified Lino's anxiousness from it because it seemed to have like threw his vocals off and made them become a little bit more unstable. But this episode was really short and it ended with them like finishing and all like visibly shaken by what's to come. The next episode, part 6, this episode began where it ended on the last one, and the second team was awaiting their evaluation. JYP began by complimenting Changmin on his singing and how stable it was even with the dance. Like he really liked Changmin. He was surprised just how well he sung, especially since his main thing was a rapper. Um, then JYP commented on Felix not having too much confidence, and he asked them like, why doesn't he seem confident? And Felix explained like he's really not. He was a little confused and didn't feel confident. And it might have been because he's still learning Korean, so at that time he was probably like, "Oh yeah, what is this word again?" Still not getting the part. And then he moved on to Lino. And the first thing JYP mentioned was Lino's lyrical mistake and asked if people got it. But Lino explained that he didn't forget his lyric. The problem with it is that he mixed it up with Changbin's and sung Changbin instead. JYP was like, okay, and goes on to tell him he did notice a little bit of an improvement in his singing, but as one of the ones chosen to possibly get eliminated, JYP felt he didn't improve by much. Walking back to the others, Shangmin and Felix both asked Lino on whether he was nervous and why he did what he did, to which he said he was, and that he didn't know why he did it. Like maybe it was because of the nerves, like he wasn't sure. And then Lino did cry a little, and I was like, "Oh, my boy." Shangmin asked him if he asked him why he was crying, and he passed it off as the sweat. And you can see him like he wipes the sweat off his forehead as he goes down to wipe his with his tears. Like it ended this episode with Lino expressing like his disappointment in himself, especially how hard he worked to make sure that he didn't like burden the others. And then the last one I did was part 7. Oh no, I didn't. That's, but yeah, that's how it ended with the second group.
I've seen people say that the reason Lino never cries anymore is because the last time he did, it was bad.
The last time he cried, was it the one that was it on the survival show or did he cry after that?
No, it was survival show when he got eliminated.
Yeah, when he hugged Shani. Oh.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad when he was crying. Like I barely even saw him cry during that part too, but he really did try to hold it in.
He didn't
But
cry until he walked into Channy's arms, and then it just
yeah. I think it's because like he looks up to Channy even though it doesn't seem like it, and to like fail and be the first one, especially being the first one being eliminated, he was probably like, I really let him down, and to have Penny welcome him in his arms and try to comfort him, he was probably feeling even more ashamed of himself.
well, he actually walked home in the rain after that because he didn't feel like he deserved to get in a bus and ride.
I feel like JYP was honestly a little too harsh with him because if you think about it, he was only with the company as a trainee for a year.
No,
And
he wasn't with them that much.
Oh, a
I
month.
think
A month.
yeah.
Yes, that's right. It was a month, which is funny because before that, he didn't have any like singing skills or anything like that besides his
He was a
natural ones.
dancer. That's what he
Yeah,
came
exactly.
in as a dancer.
Exactly. And you know what's funny about that is that his audition happened like a couple or so years before they actually like called him and said like, "Hey, BT Dubs, like you're welcome to become a trainee over here." That's why he
Yeah.
was a backup dancer for BTS because they waited, like they didn't call him back as soon as his audition was ended, and he waited a while, and he was like, time to move on. Oh well, I guess I didn't get it. It was just something to try, and
Yeah,
so he moved on to do his
we
dancing.
nearly lost him to another company. I can't remember which one it is. It's like SM maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember seeing something like that.
and for people who still don't understand Lino, Lino still showed up every single day and helped these kids learn their choreography. He showed up every single day to help Felix with his Korean. He showed up.
Yep.
Sounds like a
And he
cold-hearted
kept
person
on
to
like
me.
practicing and practicing, hoping to like not let them down again.
Yeah.
And,
So,
just-
all
that
right.
was it for that.
And there's so much stuff flying around right now with this lore. It's
I
driving me
noticed,
nuts.
especially since Megaverse came out.
Dropped. Yeah.
Yep.
I know that a lot of people are upset because Chan hasn't been seen in the music videos and stuff, but
Oh, they think that, like, honestly, like
do
he's
you
had such a decline in the media ever since they like canceled his room, like he's not
well,
really
my
that
thought
active.
is we do not know. We're all guessing on the storyline of all this stuff. When S Class and stuff came out, he looked like a villain. Think
He
maybe he's
looked
just waiting for
exhausted.
his
He looked
huh?
exhausted. Like he literally looked like he
No,
was gonna
like when
fall over.
in that one part when he wore that mask and he did the
Oh, that one? In the
yeah. Do
teaser
you
trailer?
think that maybe well, number one, I don't think Chan really does much without I mean, yeah, he's had some things taken away from him, which they will regret eventually. But as far as music videos and things, could be part of the storyline.
I don't know, because like it's way too short.
No, I know, but
Like overall, so far since this comeback came out, he's been on screen for maybe what, 17 seconds?
like I said, it could be part of the storyline though. We don't know what's going on. They don't tell us anything. So
Not even like I knew it because it was a little suspicious that ever since Lino checked out, he was like messaging us constantly, and as soon as Lino started showing back up and messaging us, like that's when he pulled back again, and he's not messaging us much. And I'm just like, he was definitely
well, I
coming
mean
up.
it's just like the other kids, trying to pick up the slack when Channy was gone. So
Yeah,
they
but
try
it
to
was
do
so
that.
nice. It was so nice when he was messaging a lot.
Oh, I know. I don't know why he's not doing it now. There's got to be something going on that we are not aware of.
It just doesn't make sense, especially if his friends like talk about him being a little bit depressed from not being able to interact with say too much.
So, alrighty. What do we have next?
That
Um,
theory about him being a villain, like it makes sense if it like is going along with the storyline with like the teasers, music videos and stuff like that. But it doesn't make sense like with the docu series or whatever, or like the behind the scenes that he's barely shown up in those.
Oh,
Like that
I don't
part
know.
doesn't make sense.
I haven't watched enough content here lately to make a judgment on that. The fam room. Hannah right now is getting a whole lot of hate because God forbid she did a cover of Jungkook's
I
7
know, I saw that. First of all, it's funny how she chose that particular like
version.
version to cover. When I first heard it, I was just like, Hannah, my girl.
I may
But
not
she
be a
did so
BTS
well.
fan, but she was perfect.
Yeah, she did so well in it. And
Uh,
the fact that they're coming at her and hating on her just because she's Chenny's sister is ridiculous.
yeah,
It is ridiculous.
you're always gonna have your haters. Felix's sister was getting bullied pretty bad on her Insta the other day. I actually had a comment taken off. Like I reported a comment because it was really bad, like really bad. And they actually took it off. Surprised me because God knows, 1 out of 1,000. I've reported a lot. Mainly because
Same.
these people are like, I wish you would die, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, report. Because that
Whoa.
ain't cool. That's not cool. I mean, if you don't like it, keep on scrolling.
Like solo stands or
No, these people were just going after her. Well, it's kind of the thing where if you are in the public eye and you try to stay neutral, you get hate from both sides. And when you don't stay neutral, you still get hate from both sides. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It doesn't matter. People nowadays fucking suck.
honestly for
Uh,
me, like I would never have the energy to like read any of those.
like I said,
That's
if
why
you don't like the stance she's taken, unfollow her, block her, move on. It's not that freaking hard. No, you've got to put your nasty ass comments in there.
What what was the whole topic about?
Palestine and Israel. What else?
I cannot wait for the season greeting. How adorable he is.
Oh, is that the one that we're getting, or I'm still trying to find the one from Japan that I missed
That's what
out
I'm
on
getting.
by 2 days. But let's see. Hannah's getting hate. Olivia's getting hate. Shane Ben's sister posted food again. She's like a size 0, and she posts as much food as he does. It's disgusting. But I think she works like she runs and stuff a lot from what I'm picking up. Chan's mom was posting something. She posts a lot of food too. Um,
Chan's mom, I think, is like super active on TikTok.
she's super active on Insta. Or is it TikTok? I don't know. Whichever one I'm following her on, she's super active. But like I said, it's a lot of food. It's just
She's
food,
active
food,
on
food.
both.
Is she?
Yeah.
On that note, we're gonna go right into the restaurant.
Yay.
I don't know. Oh, so I was like, I don't know why I posted a grocery list, but it's not a grocery list. It's an actual recipe. Lena was talking about a food last Monday. So I have the recipe for that in it, but it's coming up Korean grocery shopping directory for whatever reason. Martha Stewart's
Ew.
minestrone soup recipe, but she does have some really good recipes. I've been using her cranberry butter recipe for years. Ooh, reminds me, I need to get on that. Pennsylvania Dutch potato filling recipe. All I see is carbs. It's not like I've eaten a whole box of fiddle faddle in the last hour or anything.
What the heck? What the heck is a fiddle faddle?
It's it's Crunch and Munch. Same shit, different name.
Oh.
My ring just went off. Something about famous pork chops. I have not bought meat in a supermarket in so long. We had places here that would like raise and butcher their own beef, and that's where we always got our meat. And since the drought, they haven't been able to afford to feed their cattle, and so yeah, we lost our meat content. Cowboy stew, one pot dinner, Texas cowboy stew, whatever. Heartier than hell than chili. roasted green beans with Parmesan, some kind of tea I put in here that's an elixir of youth. God, I do not want to live that long. I don't know how to say this. Japchae.
Japchae.
Yeah. And I ain't even about to try this one. It's like okonomiyaki. Miyaki. It is. I don't even know why I put it in here. Did I put it in there? I did not put it in there. That is why I do not know what the hell it is. So that's the restaurant. I've been lazy this week. I've been working on. I was trying to get my stuff out before it started raining, but that was an ultimate failure.
Okonomiyaki.
Yeah, that. I was close. Bakery. Oh, I put that in there twice. Okay. First time looking up, I guess. Stray Cloud posted something, but I don't know what it is. It says on international status from Twitter. Okay, I don't know why she put this in Felix's bakery, but it's about Han being a yeah. The KOMCA for Han is in the bakery.
Oh well.
Yeah, whatever. Chocolate fudge cake with fudge frosting. Ugh. It's making my teeth hurt. Thanksgiving dump cake. Hey, I love dump cakes, man. You just throw all that shit in there and let it cook.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, because like the one I use, it's like I put cake mix, dried cake mix on the bottom, and then I'll like put cherries and pineapple and dried cake mix on the top with pats of butter. Throw it in the oven, and you're done. It's super easy. There's no mixing. Oh, Claudia, you put
Yes.
Hans KOMCA in the bakery.
Did I?
Yes, you did. Because I was like, what recipe did she do? No, maybe a recipe for achievements or something. But
My bad. Let me just.
Says grandbaby cakes. No, that's not. Wrong one. Some kind of delicious dessert that looks like weird shaped ding dongs with just one egg.
Weird shaped ding dongs.
Well, because it's not round, they're in squares.
I
don't like
there.
I don't
weird
like
shaped ding dongs. Weird.
Yeah,
Just,
I don't like
just
ding
that,
dongs.
that that phrasing itself. Weird shaped ding dongs.
I am not going to clarify that any further. Butter pecan cake that I posted twice, so it must have looked super good. Whatever. Comedy club.
What are you talking about?
What?
I don't think weird shaped ding dong.
Ding dongs, you know, they're like round, but these are square.
Delicious dessert or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like.
Oh,
ding-dongs.
so you're just used to seeing them as round. That is weird.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing them square. But it doesn't matter. I wouldn't eat it anyway. I grew up on like Mrs. Baird's bakery items, and so Twinkies and stuff just don't have a part.
Little Debbie's.
No, Little Debbie. That's a sin that I love. So I love the oatmeal and the Swiss cake rolls.
Is it really a sin if you love it?
Yep.
It is. It's called the sin.
Ask my scale. It tells me often.
Or gluttony.
Gluttony.
Gluttony, that's what it is.
Gluttony is only if you just like sit and just like eat it like
eat. Oh, you know, some days I have that, like, you know, this whole box of Crunch and Munch down here that I finished off.
Those are so good.
What? Oh, I love those
cream
things.
pies. I like the Galaxy brownies.
I think I had one of the kids brought me one of those because it was their birthday or something. Is it the white? It's like a white brownie? Or is
No.
that
The what?
no?
It's the
Okay, I
chocolate
don't know
brownie
that
with
it's a-
like the little candies that are different
yeah,
colors.
no, she brought me some kind of like little white, like a piece of cake or something like that from Little Debbie. That thing was really good.
Oh,
I'm not going to be buying any, but
The
it was
zebra
really
cake?
good. Huh?
Are you talking about the zebra cakes?
No, no, because it was like colorful. I don't know. Where did you get that?
uh, Etsy.
Oh,
I had to think for a second. Um, yeah, this is
old
from
puppy.
Etsy.
You
It
know you're
stays in
going
the
to
back of
regret
my
that
phone.
when that puppy weighs more than you do.
Is that a German
She
Shepherd?
won't. It's a
Looks like
mix, husky and
got
German.
yeah.
Oh, you're so fluffy.
She's
Love
over here
stay
whining,
room.
so she wants to be picked up.
Spoiled.
You're not a lap dog, puppy.
Do you want to do a stay story or
Oh,
do you
it's
want me to grab
okay.
one?
So I was I say grab one because oh wait, let me see what kind of stay stories I have left. Let me see.
Oops.
This one was so short, it was so funny. It says, "Hello. I was immediately captivated by the performance. Not only did Felix's voice check out, but I was also blown away by the choreography. If this was the one, but on TikTok. I could not believe it. After that, I immediately clicked hashtag Stray Kids and watched a bunch more videos. Then I stumbled across Hyunjin's Artist of the Month performance. Oh, love that one. That caught my attention too, and was hooked. After watching many of his dance solos and fan cams, I stumbled across an episode of Chinese Room. We all, don't we all?
Yeah.
I don't recall which one it was, but it was this that sealed the deal for me. I couldn't believe that there was a superstar K-pop idol who was so devoted to his group and his fans. He seemed so genuine and sincere. I'm very proud to say that he is my bias. Stray Kids music has made a big impact on my life. I think I was starting to let moth. I was feeling grumpy. I was feeling walked on and tired. After I began listening to the music, it was like rain falling on a drought decimated field. It's hard to put into words, but I'll do my best. I felt like a badass.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah.
Yeah, she kept dropping like
Yeah.
links with
I
it.
think I know who wrote this one too. Yeah.
After listening, I realized that hey, don't do that.
I don't think that's what she realized.
That she was dropping links. After she's trying to my dog's trying to get the string on my pajama pants. So she's
Hey, at
going
least you're
places she
wearing
should not.
pants.
Oh, look, it's my other ones that I have. Not the dark
Oh,
blue
your
ones, but the
Stitch.
light blue ones. No, these
Not
are
the
different
diaper
ones.
ones.
That one
Can
doesn't have a
anyone
matching
can
strap.
anyone tell me which stray kid uses that?
Lino.
Is that strawberry?
No, it's the cherry.
Oh, I have the strawberry, the wintergreen, and peppermint.
I got strawberry, cherry, and mint because it was a 3-pack.
I always get the Burt's Bees.
See ya.
It says I would take no crap personally. I would take no crap, etc. etc. I
Yeah.
felt charged and I felt charged and alive. Honestly, I have felt like I was 24 again. I recently
Oh
brought
God.
my husband lunch, and as he was giving me a kiss goodbye, I was bopping along to Connected, my favorite. And told me that he doesn't get it, but he thinks that Stray Kids suits me. Dad, I reminded him of the girl he first dated. We were 19 when we got together. I wish that I could tell Chani what this crazy, wacky, enormous family of 8 guys and millions of stay has meant to me. I've had more fun in the past few months than I have had in ages. I only wish that I found them sooner. Thank you, our Stray Kids. We love you so much.
I think
That's
that's a
adorable.
lot of our regrets is we wish we had met them sooner.
Yeah.
I know.
Sure would
I
have
wish
made
I
my
met
it
them
sure
as
it
soon
sure
as they
would have made my
debuted.
2020 better. Although I don't know that I would have came out of 2021 Hyunjin status unscathed.
It was a weird
Yeah,
time.
that was it.
They
Yeah,
would have made Jonghyun's passing a lot easier because he passed away like a year before their debut. So like,
really.
yeah.
You know what I love seeing? I love seeing a certain fandom that's been around for 10 years constantly trying to one up those of us that have been around for 5. I'm like, yay for you.
The fact that if you so much just say I love Stray Kids, they'll be like, so you hate BTS.
Yeah. And
Like,
that's so
what?
stupid. I mean, it's not like we have one of our kids that was a backup dancer or our leader that is the same 97 liner as their maknae or, nothing to do with any of that. Like I've
Yeah.
always said, I give mad props for BTS because they really, yeah, they did pave the way, but comparing BTS and Stray Kids is like comparing apples and oranges. Yeah, they're both round and that's about it.
Yeah, they
See,
have like different types.
Yeah,
They're
different styles, different.
I bet I could probably piss off Army in like one sentence.
Stray Kids rock.
No, Big
Oh,
Bang paved the wave, not BTS.
but even at that, I don't think it was Big Bang. I think Psy, because Psy is the one that made it big in America. You know what I mean? With
Well,
his Gangnam Style.
out of like K-pop groups, it was Big Bang.
Yeah, I didn't know Big Bang, but I knew Psy. I always thought he was a one-hit wonder, and then you look at all of his credits, and it's like, damn, that was just his one hit in America. But he's written a lot of songs, probably for other artists. Is my guess.
And now look at the company he has. It's successful and he's still going at like 40 something years
Which
old.
company does he have?
P Nation.
Oh,
P
okay.
Nation.
Yeah, P Nation, Psy Nation.
It sounds like something else.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, that I'm childish.
I knew exactly. I knew exactly where she was going with that before she even said that.
I'm sorry, I'm childish. Move on.
So is Psy. That's probably why I named it.
By the way, if you see Psy when you're in Gangnam, tell him hi.
Okay.
Alrighty. We have Just Breathe with Han.
Yay.
My hair is still so wet. It looks.
Oh,
Does
no.
my hair look purple? It looks purple
Yeah, a little
to me.
bit. A little bit.
So I managed to post a little bit this week on the stuff.
You did
So
more than I did.
Same.
Fridays little mindset quote is when you look with eyes of gratitude, everything will seem like a miracle. Yeah, that don't work out very well.
I know.
Hey,
I don't even
I just
like
think
a
it was
good
a.
morning.
I just think it was a miracle that, when my nephew came over to get his ladder and left the door open between the garage and my house, that I didn't have 3 cats and 2 possums running around my house by the time I got home. So, that's what I was thankful for.
The community reflection for Friday was, what's the most ridiculous thing you've ever bought? I don't
Oh
know
my
if
God.
anybody has
I am
seen.
not even. Nope.
I
Nope.
don't know if anybody has seen my answer to that underneath it. I have maybe like 60 to 70 different llamas. So I have a horde of llamas, and I'm pretty sure it costs more than anything I have in this room.
Yeah.
I could probably one up you on that, but I'm not going to
I don't think I've bought
because it's
much.
kind of not appropriate.
When are we ever appropriate on here?
I know, you better say it.
Let me see if I can find a picture. Just a minute.
Oh, we're getting a visual.
I wonder if it's the one thing that's illegal in Texas.
No.
My bro says there's like a stupid law about certain toys.
I've never heard that.
I never heard
Oh,
that either.
not like toys, like
Oh
the
no,
fake.
these are not the ones. I may have.
I know what
I have.
toys you're
I have them downstairs. I didn't realize I had so many of them.
I
My
now want to
painting
know.
kit.
I want to
I
know.
know. You said you have so many of them, but that's the most ridiculous thing you've ever bought.
I don't know. There's like 5 to 7 of them, but if you saw them, you would know exactly what I was.
Why do I think they're like snow babies?
God no.
Do you guys even
No.
know? I don't even think Claudia knows what a snow baby is.
I know what a
I
snow
used to
baby is.
collect the dreamsicles, but I never collected the snow babies.
I had
They
gotten
used
a
to.
snow.
That was on one of the shows that I used to watch. One of like somebody who collected a bunch of snow babies. I just don't remember the show I watched for that. Maybe it
I had a
was iCarly.
I had a snow babies. You're talking about the freaking Beanie Baby stuff, the Pee Wee babies.
No, 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 no. So there wasn't that show, but it was something else because I know like somebody was collecting a bunch of those.
The only thing I can think of is iCarly with her boyfriend. He collects Pee Wee
Oh,
babies.
I saw that. Yeah, that's what brought that up. But no, that wasn't that one.
The daily mindset podcast type thingy that I like to post along with the stuff for Friday was realize your worth. Like so many people don't have the self-worth that they actually deserve. And it's really sad cuz there are some really good people out there. Like the boys. Like, they don't know their self-worth half the time and I think they really just need to open up their eyes,
I
little
know.
smiles and just be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, look, I'm worth every second I'm here."
I don't know. Every
I'm not
time
as
Hyunjin
surprised.
sends a picture, I'm like, I just want to write him and say, how bad does it suck to walk past the mirror and see that every single day?
Just I wish I had the self-confidence of Hyunjin. Cuz man, does that boy look good.
Does. And
I'm like in
it's
the
like it's
middle.
like a split personality. It's like sometimes he knows he looks good because he'll call himself sexy boy or something like that. And then other times he's just looking like a cute little dumpling kid.
For me,
That
I'm
ex-
like in the middle with my self-worth.
There's
I
not really
have
a middle with Hyunjin. It's either one or the other. It's like, but he's more into the cute dumpling than he is the hot, sexy.
I
It's Hyunjin.
don't have self-worth and I really should follow my own advice half the freaking time cuz the only
That's
time
the
I
whole
will.
point of this, though, is to help you get that.
Yep. And, and it sucks because I don't like looking in the mirror. Like we have one long mirror right by our front door, and it is currently covered with a sheet. And I have no mirrors or any reflective surfaces like in my room at all.
See, that's the good thing about being blind. I can't see jack shit.
See, for
Same.
me,
Like right here,
this is
I
where
cannot see. I see images, but I see absolutely no details.
for
Blobs of
me,
color. Woo!
this is where my half and half comes along. I can look at myself in the mirror and just stare at myself, and I'll be like, I really like that, but like I just can't stop staring at myself. Like, I do look.
If I stare at myself long enough, my eyes go cross-eyed and then I can't see. I'm blind. Like my left eye don't work at all. So it's like, but
So
I
should just be wearing the eye patches.
I tried those and they don't work.
Okay, so I couldn't find online what I was talking about, so y'all just gonna have to wait for the
Oh,
picture to come through when I go downstairs.
At least it's not a
oh,
ding dong.
Well, can't say that.
Oh,
I bought one of
Tanya.
those. I know.
What?
I bought one of
You
those.
y'all will
I
get
gave
it
it
when I send you the pictures.
Um, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of
I don't
thought.
know. I'm shedding.
When don't you shed?
Even after I get my hair cut, I shed.
So I posted today's quote of the day, which is positive thoughts create a positive life. That is not true. Not true.
So then why post it?
Because it was on the app. But no,
Don't post stuff you don't believe.
I don't have to believe it. Everybody else can believe it. um, it's not positive thoughts. It's actions speak louder than words, and if you're thinking it, then those are words. So it's like,
You know what's funny? I heard, now I could be wrong and they could be wrong, but I heard that hearing your own voice is actually not normal.
it's not, but it is at the same time.
Well, then I'm fucked.
I know. I know. Like, in fact, mine would have different voices.
I read some like that too. I'd have to actually go look at a psychology book or something like that. But your voice, if you hear it in your head, that is your conscience. Like you're like little Jiminy Cricket in the back of your brain. Because I can't say the
Shit,
word for the
man,
life
I'm
of me.
screwed. I kind of just don't know what to say.
It's only if it has different voices should you be afraid.
I just said it had different voices.
Be very afraid then, because that's not the
Why?
normal part. Um, there is this thing called dissociative identity disorder that actually starts with different voices in your head.
Oh no, I hear the same voice. It's disgusting.
Then you're fine, Tanya. But Claudia probably needs to go get her brain checked out.
Oh,
But no,
crap.
that's where it starts at. If I remember, is hearing different voices because it's different fragments. It's the same you, different types of things. So like you could probably hear like a kid boy voice, and that could be like the kid version of you.
That sounds like
Um,
schizophrenia.
that's what people thought dissociative identity disorder was schizophrenia due to that split, fragmented, kind of. It used to be called multiple personality syndrome,
Yep.
but it's literally different people sharing
It's like
one body.
that Sybil movie from what, 78 or something like that with Sally Field.
Uh, most I don't think I've seen that, but I've seen bits and pieces of Split,
Yeah,
and I
it's
want to say
it's kind of runs along the same line, except it was
just
70s,
yeah.
not 90s.
Split's not the best way to describe it, but it's close enough that people would be like, "Oh, I understand what that is."
Isn't that
You
like
know,
part of the X-Men series or some shit like that?
the
Ow!
new villain X-Men people things, yeah.
Yeah. I've watched the first one. I've not watched the other ones, the other two.
So, Claudia, go get your brain checked out.
Yeah.
um,
I don't even get
community
myself checked out when I need to. I'm gonna go.
community the community reflection today is write down the 3 most important qualities in a best friend.
Yeah.
Loyalty. That's a main one. You're right.
That's
I do.
one that I put. Um, and then the mindset podcasting of today is step out of your comfort zone. Like, I know a lot of introverts and ambiverts and even extroverts at the time have like the one comfort spot and zone that they have that they get stuck in a rut with. You know, sometimes it is okay to go and step outside of that zone, even if it's just, stepping outside, sitting outside, and watching people, or going on a roller coaster when you know you're afraid of heights.
Only if my boobs can fit.
I do that. I do that. But for me, like I have to react to it. Like I have to do it before I think about it because then I wouldn't do it. But one of my comforts is I have like a routine in my life. It's really hard to like step out of it, and I freak out if I step out of that routine. I have to do something new. And my sisters always make fun of me because they're always like, "You're always just doing the same thing. Like you never do anything. You never go out. You never like do something." And I'm just like, "Yeah, but it's just easier just to go to work and come home and not do anything."
Well, stepping out of your comfort zone can, getting that haircut that you have seen that you wanted, or
I
dyeing your
know.
hair
I've
that
been talking
really
about cutting my hair
funky
for a year.
color. Some I've seen some people step out of the comfort zones and get a tattoo, or get a piercing, or even just getting new glasses when you're supposed to. Those are all ways of stepping out of your comfort zone and getting out
That's
of that
called
rut.
that's called adulting.
I know.
Piercings are not adulting. Piercings
For
are like
me,
candy for adults.
it's me going out of the country next year because I barely even I barely like managed to step out of the state by myself with my friend when we went to go pick up his boyfriend at the time, and that was like kind of like for only a few hours. Like we barely managed to make it to that state, and then we drove right back. We never really like went into that state, and so
That's a
like
big
I've never
step.
been. What?
That going that way, and then even if it's just turning around, that is a big step out of like a comfort zone.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, going out of the country. And let me tell you, a lot of people around me have a lot of things to say about that, and they're really nervous, especially since I'm taking my. And like South Korea, while could be fun, like there are a lot of like dangers to be aware of there, and so like they're nervous for just it being us two.
Well, I can't
Just a
wait to
minute.
see the pictures when you go.
Alexa, off.
I'm excited. I want to. I'm staying there for a month, so that way I can actually like explore everywhere.
I'm
'Cause
actually very excited for you.
yeah,
I could
because I
live
mean,
We might actually get some photos in one of our drive.
I
groups.
know. I was thinking that.
finally.
Because like if
Right.
I'm gonna go, I want to be able to like actually experience it. Not go for like a week or two, and not be able to like.
Go to the JYP building and take a picture outside it.
With your
Okay, but
skazoos.
if I see any of the boys, I'm running the other direction because I don't know what my daughter would say. I don't
Be like,
trust her.
Bang Chen, your wife is here.
She would say that. Mommy, mommy, isn't that your husband? Like,
That's my dad.
I'm scared she would say that too. Or
You know
she'll
he
ask
would
him.
laugh. Are you my
I know.
dad?
I would want to see Tanya doing the same thing, but like pushing her next to her bias and just be like, "Here you go," and then running off. That's what I would do.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Well, it's a
I
good thing I'm
would.
not going.
I like doing that to people because it's funny, but I know it's mean. Because like if I were to be joining you, I like if I saw Bang Chen, be like, I would be like Bang Chen and then run from you. So
First of all, the moment you did that, I would probably trip you. You would not get far.
that's if you can freaking catch me. I would be standing like 5 paces behind you, so you can't.
Oh, before you
freaking
say
trip
that?
me.
Yeah. I
I'm,
gotta
I'm
prepare myself.
I mean, if somebody did that to me, like with Changbin, I would literally just stand there and cover my face, be like, "I'm not here.
What is it? You don't see me.
You
You
can't
can't
see
see
me."
or hide.
I
Like
would jump in a bush if if someone ever did that to me, but I would find it funny if I did it to somebody else.
I I think it's pretty barren in front of the company, no? Like you
Yeah,
would
there's
not be
no
able to
trees
jump.
or anything.
There's people, and I'm short enough to blend in with the crowd. So
That is so funny. Can you imagine like slowly slithering behind somebody to hide yourself?
that's all I have for breathe with
Okay.
Han.
Let's just move on to Jim. Stop,
Um,
Benny.
so I'm gonna post this soon as soon as I find it. Um, you can lose weight just by eating popcorn. Unsalted, unbuttered popcorn.
No, that's not fun. Plus, I always burn mine, so I feed the dogs half of it.
Unsalted popcorn.
It
Disgusting.
it may not sound good, but I've had family members lose weight like a week after, like before their surgery, just by eating popcorn.
Just eating that by itself. That's,
Yep, just eating popcorn. There's no calories.
Yeah, as long as it's just like only salt, it's not like all the good stuff like the butter and
Yeah, my grandma's
Well,
done it.
I don't really like popcorn very much, except for the kettle corn.
Oh, like the
kettle
caramelized
corn.
stuff.
Kettle corn is full of sugar.
So
Yeah,
was
it tastes
everything
like
else we
it.
eat.
Yeah, like my dots.
it, ouch. But I will be finding that and posting it. Um, I've also been working on myself on losing weight, and it's not going well. I've been
Every time I
walking.
try.
What?
I walk everywhere. I can't. I don't drive, and I don't like buses much, so I walk everywhere. So I'm walking like 3 to 4 miles a day, and I am not seeing anything like I usually do. Like my little fat deposits on my hips are not going down.
Maybe you've just plateaued.
Probably, but I'm also not. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but I am struggling with. I'm on like the verge of a eating disorder, so like that's probably why too. So sorry for those who hear it, but
You eat with your emotions. Like,
no, I do the opposite.
uh,
I
I
eat. Let's see. You're supposed to have 6 meals a day, 3 big ones, 3 small ones. So it's like snacks.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Um, I ate half of a sausage McMuffin this morning, and like 2 small bowls of ramen, and like half a slice of pizza today. That's all I ate.
So I always I don't eat breakfast. I barely eat snacks. I only eat one meal a day, really, if you think about it. But the thing about it is that one meal is always a big portion.
I have been seeing everywhere. Doctors and dietitians are saying you do not have to eat the 6 meals a day to be healthy. As long as you eat like a decent sized meal, like once or twice a day, and you're making sure you're getting your calories in that you're supposed to, you should be fine.
Okay. Okay, but what if that one meal is not healthy?
As long as you're getting your calories in. Because you're supposed to say like you intake like 2,400 like you're supposed to for I believe a 5'4" average size woman. As long as you're burning at least like half or more of that off after or before, you should be fine.
Okay. And then I also don't exercise.
Well, working counts as
I
exercise.
try. I try. Oh yeah, you know what? I did tell my boss. So I work in a bakery, right? And so
Mm.
sometimes we lug like 50 pounds worth of stuff, especially since it's pie season. So I'm making a bunch of pies. Like my job is to make pies too. Mine's different than everybody else. But
That's
so we lug like a bunch of stuff. And I tell my boss because she always does that. And I'm just like, you know what? Remind me when you work so I can wear a waist trainer because you do give me a workout, girl. You'll make me work out. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Calm down, calm
um
down.
I was gonna say something before somebody interrupted me.
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. It was dipshit.
Oh, there's so many that could fall under that.
The only dipshit that I complain about.
Oh.
Yeah.
I already knew which one you were talking about.
uh, What the heck was I gonna say?
That I'm awesome. Oh, thanks.
I mean, I'd say that no matter what, anyway. Um, because like you were. Oh yeah, now I remember what I was gonna say. Because I'm like Claudia was just talking about pies. Pies equal spices. Spices equal weight loss. Okay, back on track. There are specific herbs and spices you can use to help lose weight.
The what is it?
Cinnamon's a really good one though.
What is-
Um,
Like by itself or like
no, you put it in your food and it's supposed to help with your metabolism and everything.
okay.
It's like oregano, cinnamon, like even buttered bread with some cinnamon and sugar on top. Cinnamon is really good for your immune system.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Stuff you can add into food to make it taste better and still be unhealthy, but still be healthy enough to lose weight.
Like I think today all I ate was salmon with fried rice.
That's actually a really good way. Like even like once or twice a week with just like that salmon and that rice, because rice is a really good starch. As long as you're
Oh really?
washing your rice 3
Oh girl, I
times,
watched it. I watched it. I
you
watched it until the
better,
water is cleared.
you
Till the
better,
water is clear.
you
Like
better.
I learned that years ago, and I always wash my rice. Like I never knew that before. And when they told me, I was like, "What, really?" And so like I started washing my rice, and like I would see how it would like get cloudy, and then as I kept like pouring it out and washing it and pouring it out and washing it, it was getting clearer and clearer. And I'm like, this whole time.
Yeah. Uh but rice is a really good starch for your body. That's why Asians are so skinny besides their exercising.
So if I
Rice
just eat white rice all day, I mean, once a day, like it'd be okay.
should be.
Okay, I have a lot of rice to do that. I love rice, and my little sister always makes fun of me because of that.
Just be like,
I always mixed it with basil. Is that good?
yeah, basil is actually really good for your immune system as well.
Okay, then we're on the right track. Then we're on a good
Yeah.
track.
We just need to get Tanya to eat some rice.
Now
Yeah,
I
that's
did
probably not
order,
going to happen.
so I got caught with the TikTok shop.
Oh no.
I got caught with it. Okay, um, but I did order, that boxing thing with the rhythm.
Is it the ball?
No, it's like a circle you put on the wall, and you can connect it with the through
Oh,
Bluetooth, and it plays music, and you can, yeah,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I got that because I want to get back into boxing, and I feel like that's a good start because my dad took his punching bag with him, so I can't use that no more.
Boxing is really good for like cardio and upper body.
Yeah, so I figured if I start with that, it should be okay. And I also have a those bikes, you know, I have those. I have that roller, that you put down and you like roll forward and roll back.
Yeah.
I have a lot of exercising equipment that I just not have put to use yet.
Just remember, the more calories you burn, the more you're gonna have to put back into your body.
Okay, so the amount of calories that I eat, I have to burn off half of that for it to be okay.
Yeah, for a beginner. At some point you're gonna wanna say like you eat 600 calories, you wanna at least do 1200 to like work off 1200. Work yourself up. Because the more you eat, the more you exercise, the more you exercise, the more you have to eat.
Okay, so eat 1200 calories, work off 600.
You said it backwards.
So
um, that's just
so
what I've
eat
always been told. You want to, make sure you get all your calories in for the day throughout the day. Sometimes just not in one sitting, but you also want to work double time to also make sure you have, those calories worked off. So
Oh, okay. And see, my OCD prevents me from like, you know how I said I like to have a routine like that. Well,
yeah,
whenever I start to go on like diet and exercising, if I miss one day, that's it. It's over. I have to wait until the beginning of the week again before I can start. So like if I accidentally miss like Wednesday, I can't keep going. It messed up my whole thing. I have to wait until Monday to start over again.
I feel you on that. I so feel you on that. Uh, that's all I have for the gym.
Next one is Dance Racha. I put in the kids have been doing some easy versions, which is really nice.
Except for Felix. His easy version is what is that one? The one where he's trying to explain to you how to do the dance and people are just like, okay, if you think that that's
well, Felix is a whole other problem within itself. They have the la 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 slow and mirrored dance tutorial. It's got a big pile of crap, so I'm not quite sure which one it is because I think what 3 of them did those with just their hands. Here's the one. Oh, the group. I think the group did this one. Stray Kids teach how to do la 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 dance step by step. That's the only 2 things I've put in there. I'll be glad when our dancers come back.
yeah, when are they
Naledi should be on break here pretty quick, like summer break. And Anka, I don't know how their universities schedules do. I don't know if they like take a break like ours do, or because I think we always had like a month-long break around Christmas and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like we'd have Thanksgiving, we'd come back, we'd take finals, and then we'd have a break for like a month.
So that
Um,
video that she posted on there, the one that has the Stray Kids teach how, that's the one I was talking about with the Felix. Where
The
he
what?
like Felix where he teaches you step by step, but it wasn't really step by step.
It was Felix. Dude, see,
Yeah.
mine just have like piles of crap. I can't even tell who's doing what. No, that's that chick. Okay.
Can you believe
Yeah,
Sunny actually did a challenge with an idol?
I saw that.
Like it
That's
makes
not
you
something
wonder
he normally
why.
does.
Yeah, it makes you wonder like why. Is it because there was this whole like fight that happened with what is it, Zero's Bane or whatever?
We can speculate about all sorts of things.
Was because like at the time that they lost, the fandom went crazy and started posting this hashtag fuck stage and Stray Kids thing. Like it was this whole thing. And we're just like, first of all, y'all
not our fault.
barely I know that y'all barely like that group's barely been debuted since what, only a few months?
Beginning of summer, I believe, because I was following them for a
Who,
little
Zero,
bit, and then
Zero Base One?
Yeah.
Is that-
So like you can't
They were
expect
on
them
that.
to win like that.
Yeah, they were on that boys planet. And not only that, they've already lost a member. So, yeah. Anyway,
So
I
it's
watched it for a
ridiculous to
little
get
while. And
mad over a fandom that won for their group that's been around for 5 years. Ridiculous. Although we did like get a little salty when freaking Lim Young won
well,
or
that's because of
whatever.
all those grandmas, though. The thing is, Stray Kids has been waiting for 5 years for this award. So the fact that
Oh,
a group that's not even 6 months old yet didn't win that award, oh, color me shocked. Come on now.
I think this was for the MC countdown, not that award.
well, still,
The
they
one that we were up against here was the ITZY and the and Jungkook.
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't
so
care.
happy when they won. Like I was so mad at the
Did you
fact
see
that
the
I passed
count?
out.
Did you see the count?
Yes, I did see the count.
325,000. Yeah.
First
How
of
cool was
all,
that?
not only that, like Koreans case days actually did their job, and the live
For
votes
once.
from the texting, we actually got full points for. So I'm like, what the crap? Like, I'm pretty sure they also maybe only did that because of this whole thing where they're talking shit about J Stay. So in order to not be like hypocritical, they need to do something.
They're still
Which
hypocrites.
I know.
Yeah, I
Either
was just
way,
like, do you realize how many awards we didn't win because y'all didn't do your job?
I know,
Let me
seriously.
count.
And then blames like international.
I know. I stays. I'm like, yeah, you need to go back and look at the facts because numbers don't lie, baby.
Yeah, and then they're getting
Um,
upset about the fact that um like US days are getting something. They're like, oh, these all our other ones outside of Korea and US, like we're not we don't they don't care about us like that. I do feel bad about that because in a way it is true. Like some of the states I don't even know where they're at sometimes. And they probably
they were
like some of
mad
them.
because we got the signed postcards, and I'm like, and y'all get fan meets
And the concerts more, and
and the
you know, just
concerts and the
just
music
being able to
shows and the award shows. And let me see.
just being able
Shut
to
the
see them
hell up.
outside the freaking building, you know, and follow them
Right.
around creepily with cameras.
Stock them at
Yes,
convenience
exactly.
stores.
Like
We don't get
first
that
of
option.
all, I would love a signed album. And a signed album. Like the postcards, I feel like they get lost pretty easily. But if I get a signed album, like how cool would that?
No, I would lose that too.
To have a fan call with just one of them would be so nice.
Tune in next week for part 2.